I'm back. Rhodes Rants for Black and White Entertainment. We're going to talk about Superman and Lois. John Matrixx, Mr. Matrixx, gave a review this morning for one of the most surprising occurrences I can remember in a long time. I am a huge Superman fan. On the superhero totem pole, he would be number 2 on my list behind only the Batman. And of all time, Christopher Reeve is still my favorite. Henry Cavill is great. The Snyderverse is great. And I like Tyler Hoechlin, and I have since he made his debut in the Arrowverse. Now, for full disclosure, I used to be all in on the Arrowverse when it started. The Green Arrow, Oliver Queen himself, played by Stephen Amell. And much like Matrixx, and I turned the Matrixx on to Arrow, and he found out season 2 of Arrow was the greatest season of comic book television ever. And the only thing even remotely in a close second would be the first season of Daredevil. But that second season of Arrow is a mother. It is a mother. And I had pretty much decided, even though I liked Tyler Hoechlin as Superman, and I liked Elizabeth Tulloch, who bears an unbelievable resemblance to Margot Kidder, I had pretty much decided, because of all of the wokeness that has invaded the CW Arrowverse and has caused me to quit Arrow. I didn't even see the final season. I gave up. Before the season started. I just couldn't handle it. And the first 4 seasons of Arrow is good. The first 3 seasons of The Flash is good. And then it dropped off the woke cliff. And Batwoman, well, it was a dumpster fire. I think I made it about 6 minutes into Batwoman when we found out that Batman gave up like Jake Skywalker did in The Last Jedi, and I turned it off and I said, no, I will not see this happen to the Batman. I won't do it. And as we know, that's like the social justice flagship show. And judging by the ratings, those social justice warriors don't support their shows very much at all. So I was shocked this morning. Mr. Matrixx said, I'm watching Superman and Lois. And I was like, oh, it came out. And I was like, you know what? I'll bring up the CW app and check it out. And I was floored. I could not believe how good it was. I was shocked. Tyler Hoechlin, as you can see in the picture, put on about an extra 25 pounds from what I believe was the last time I saw him, which was in Crisis, the crossover, which was the only thing I watched out of the last any of the last recent seasons. And Crisis was wildly disappointing. And I was shocked how good it was. There was no wokeness that I could find whatsoever. A couple of people pointed some things out in Mr. Matrixx's review, but I got to tell you, to me, the things that were pointed out were a real stretch. A real stretch. There's wokeness, there's forced diversity, and then there's organic diversity and things that just take place within the flow of the show. And there wasn't anything that was in your face and or glaring, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. So I was able to sit and watch the show, and not one time was I actually bothered by anything. And I was shocked how well they did the setup into the family, the kids, Jordan and Jonathan Kent. If I had one serious thing that I might have a problem with, I kind of had a problem with the fact that they did not cast Clark Kent's father with more of a named actor, okay? And I know that's sort of a stretch, but look, the great John Schneider played his father in Smallville. I was also a big Smallville fan, okay? Now, let's look at the ratings for Superman and Lois. That's my thoughts. I thought it was a really respectful pilot episode. I have since heard that HBO is involved in this show, which may be why the quality is so good. But I was impressed. I will most definitely watch the next episode, and we will see where it goes from here. But I can tell you right now, the ratings on this, it premiered to 1,745,000 viewers, and I believe it had a follow-up second showing that was 1,200,000 and some change. Okay, and believe it or not, on the CW, that's a high-ass rating. That is a high-ass rating for a show. Now, I want to point something else out that we're going to keep track of on this. This opening pilot episode has got an average audience score on Rotten Tomatoes of 89%. Now, in case you're wondering, that's Mandalorian premiere episode type numbers. It was up around the high 80s, low 90s. So this premiere episode of Superman and Lois is up there from the audience, not from me. I can't put it up in that Mandalorian echelon, okay? But it was damn good. It was damn good. Batwoman has got a 16% audience score. So you can see the blatant difference. If you keep wokeness out, if you stay as best you can close to the story, all right? And this is a somewhat different take on Superman. I get it. All these Superman shows and movies have their own unique feel and turn to the story, okay? But as of right now, it's off to a really good start, and the audience likes it. We like it. I'm not going to come on here and blatantly bash a show if I can't find actual issues with it involving social justice, involving wokeness. I'm not going to make shit up. I'm not. Okay? I really enjoyed the show. I was shocked. I was floored, to be honest with you. Completely floored. Now, that's going to lead a lot of you to be, you're going to be concerned about becoming invested in this show. The wheels could come off in episode 2. Okay? This is a CW show at the end of the day, and I can tell you one thing that may crater this show because it has cratered many others, and that is the fact that the mainstream media, I promise you, at some point very soon will start killing this show, and they will start calling this show not diverse, lacking in the proper pronouns, look, not having enough of a diverse cast in it, etc., etc. The mainstream media will get a hold of this show and they will try to destroy it. It is up to the people that write the show and make the show to stay on course and not bend the knee to what will be, I promise you, if the Mary Sue doesn't write a derogatory negative article on this show, I will be floored. They will begin to go after it, and they could destroy this show. But for a pilot episode, I gotta tell you, better than The Flash, not as good as Arrow. That's where I've got it, okay? That's where I've got it. It's not Smallville. Okay, Smallville's on another level of all time, but Tyler did a hell of a job. He did a hell of a job. Everybody in the cast did a hell of a job. Elizabeth Tulloch is really good as Lois Lane, and the focus of this show is on Superman. It is on Superman. Doesn't mean that Lois won't get some focus at some point, and that's fine, but they came out opening this show, making it clear this is about Superman. I can't find much fault in the premiere episode of this show whatsoever. And the audience agrees. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll do reviews on it. We may do live streams on this show. As long as it stays good and if it goes woke, we'll bury it. We will. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.